Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it was a long time coming, but boy, it was well worth the wait. Welcome to the grand opening festivities of the Lakefront Promenade and the Port of Lac Marina. I'm Cynthia Arsenault. I'll be your MC for this evening's event. We've come to celebrate this astonishing metamorphosis that has taken place along our beautiful lakefront. Lake Charles will never be the same again, and guess what? This is just the beginning, right?
I wanted this shirt to show you what I think of palm trees. I love palm trees. So, if you look at your program, you'll see that I'm supposed to give a welcome and an address, and actually, I'm supposed to do that a little bit later in the program. This was just one of these little things that we had to do so that I could come up here and fulfill my true purpose of being here this afternoon, and that is to wish a very special happy birthday to no other than the President of the City Council, Mr. Rodney Dean. Rodney is 52, right, Rodney? Now, a little older than that, but we're all over. So, Rodney, happy birthday, and we appreciate what you do, and we know that there are many, many more years to come.
Thank you so much, Mayor Roach. It is my birthday, and I'm not going to tell you exactly. Well, yeah, I'm going to be 69. And I'm going to do it on time. We're 69. We will continue to move forward together as we continue to build this lakefront and downtown for a haven that people that's traveling I-10 from Jacksonville, Florida to Los Angeles, this is the place that they're going to stop and enjoy themselves. Amen? That was my preaching.
You know, when I get those phone calls every week about potholes and my trash isn't picked up and all that, I say, well, it's David Perry's fault. But when the streets are looking good and things are going well, I take all the credit, and look what I've done. Isn't this fantastic? Actually, I cannot take credit for all this. David Perry did a great job before me, and I appreciate all his work and the DDA's work and the administration. Congratulations, this is fantastic.
Traveled quite a bit. We come back with our pictures and our memories and our videos, and we say, look what this community has. And look, we come back and we don't have anything. We have it now, and like somebody said, there's more to come. And listen, those who say we're blocking the lakes view, if you look a little upward and west, you see the plants. But if you look this way, you'll see where the action is. Thank you for coming.
You know, when you look down the lakefront, the promenade, it's such a great start. It shows the people of Lake Charles that we've started. And we're not through by any means. We've got better things coming to Lake Charles. One that's coming that's going to bring some real economic development to the community. And, you know, I'm not saying anymore, everybody keeps it short, LSU games on, and the kids want to walk and play. So.
I'm a little bit envious. My fellow councilman here, John, he has the looks. He has this fabulous promenade and lakefront in his district. I have the sewage plant. we had a ribbon cutting there a couple months ago, and I think we had 3 people turn out, so I'm a little jealous. But you know, it's just part of the infrastructure. It's all needed. This part of the face of Lake Charles that everybody sees when they come in is just fabulous, and it definitely adds and attracts people to this. And
what this really is something that's going to open the eyes of a lot of developers around the country, and they're going to want to come here and do things for our young people, our young adults, that we all say we want to be able to come back here, and I think we're doing a lot of good things in the economy, and even though things are a little tough now, we have a lot of good new development happening here in Southwest Louisiana, and this is going to give an opportunity for young people to have something to do other than just work here. It's going to give them some leisure time, add to their quality of life.
5 years ago, practically, well, this week, 5 years ago, we had Rita, which paid us an unwelcome visit. And as a result of Rita visiting Lake Charles, and also Katrina visiting the eastern part of Louisiana, this entire state was challenged to rethink itself. Lake Charles rethunk itself, and this is the result. We are rebuilding a greater community. And the DDA is proud to work with City Council in making this happen.
Excuse my dress. Marshall Simeon said he's going to wear sandals and shorts and a shirt. He's not here, so Marshall, I'm looking for you. A year ago, when we did the dedication and turned some dirt, there's always a saying, there's a lot of a slip from the mouth of the cup, and I was wondering as we announced the beginning and turning the dirt, whether this would actually come to fruition. This is a great beginning. We're going to see the Ryan Streetscape bid next week, and under the leadership of Mr. Cormier and the rest of my colleagues.
What I want to say is that it was really the mayor that told me to do white-fronted geese, the speckled bellies, like you call them here. And he prevailed on me to do that, and so I have to give credit to him for the actual subject matter. I want to say I have done sculptures in many parts of the world, but never on a place that is so beautiful. It is incredible. Some of you saw that photograph of the sunset behind the geese here. It's probably my most treasured photograph. And I hope you like them, and thank you so much for the great honor.
The truth of the matter is, this is where it comes from. And the beauty of this, the natural beauty, the man-made beauty, those things that come out of our hearts and our souls, this is soul. We can do streets and all those things, and that's science, but this is soul. And the best award that we can have on these kind of projects, and when every one of you, people like you, come out here with their families, and you meet a stranger, and you smile, or you actually talk to them. That's what makes this world a better place.
This week, we'll open bids. That means that the construction documents are already done, and the contractors have already bid. We've accepted a proposal to take the theme of this promenade and to spread it out all along the Ryan Street corridor from Clarence Street to Mill Street. Now take a look at this and imagine this along that corridor. That's what we're talking about creating a sense of place, a sense of purpose, and something that will attract not only residents, but people from all over the region. Pull people off that interstate, attract them into the downtown area. Why is the downtown so important? Because all the city is important. This is the living room of the city. This is not intended to take anything away from any other area of our community. Not intended to take anything away from any other businesses around the community, because we need everybody. But cities are defined by what goes on in their downtown areas. And this is a strong statement to all who visit here of what we not only believe in, but what we care about. We also accepted, or in the process of putting out the bids for the redesign of Boardwalk Park, right over here across from the marina. Those two projects will involve an expenditure of over $10 million. That represents a true investment in what we are as a city. Yes, it took some time, but these types of projects don't happen just because you want them to happen. They happen because of the infrastructure that needs to be put in place in order to support this kind of development. What did Troy just tell you a moment ago? What did he tell you? It was a little bit difficult to construct, because you know what? This really isn't land, okay? This is a lake, and we recovered, and we built, and we have something that looks like land, but when you dig down under it, Troy will tell you, there's not a lot there. It's very difficult to work with, but he did it. We did it. And now you're enjoying the fruits of his labor.
I couldn't help but feel a little bit emotional this morning as I walked along this promenade. It's an absolutely beautiful facility, but let's remember 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I returned with policemen and firemen from the city of New Orleans. And 5 years ago tonight, this Civic Center was full of evacuees. And you, the city of Lake Charles in Southwest Louisiana, reached out with your heart, and you became caregivers. City planners, city administrators, guys like Billy Lawton and John Cordone and Percy Jackson, Lauren Milinovich, who hadn't done this kind of work before, reached out and helped folks. And churches in this community reached out and helped people of New Orleans. And then it wasn't but a week later that we found ourselves having to evacuate people. And then we all remember what it looked like, and Mayor Roach and we all got out before the winds had stopped blowing. And the mayor looked around and said, you know what, there's a silver lining here. And I kind of said, where at? I'm like, there's a hole in the Civic Center right now. There's water over the boardwalk. It doesn't look too good, man. And as I'm telling you, this is an opportunity for us. And just like Southwest Louisiana always does, it steps up and it looks at things and says, you know, we can make a difference here. And the mayor began to put together a plan. And it's just amazing to me to be from this community and know everything you've been through. And to know that those same people who cared for folks in the Civic Center, who became responders, who then stepped back and said, you know what, let's look at a long-term community recovery program. You're the first community in the state of Louisiana to complete a project like this, and you should be proud of that.
Okay, we are going to have all the project partners, the state partners, the design and construction teams, city council, and downtown development authority members to come up for the official ribbon cutting ceremony, the moment we've all been waiting for.